Hi friends, it's Mari here for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be creating a really sweet New Year's card for you today using the amazing Layering Fireworks stencil set. This is a layering set that has 2 stencils in it, and it's just super fun to use stencils to create a project. It just makes adding details to your card super fast, and it's really actually a very neat way to create a really awesome effect quickly. And so what you'll see me doing here is I'm working on my waffle flower stencil mat. I've got one of my detail blending brushes from Honeybee, and I'm just blending on some black soot oxide ink onto some white cardstock. That white cardstock is an A2 size card panel that I've cut down here for my card front. And you'll just see I'm using some low tack tape just to tape off some areas just so that I don't get over inking. I don't want to ink into an area where I don't want ink as I'm stenciling using this gorgeous layering stencil here. So I'm just kind of creating a bit of a, just a random pattern on my cardstock here, just for my card front, just creating these details using this black ink. And I'll just continue to move the stencil around the card front until I'm happy with the pattern I have. And I will go off the edge of the paper in some areas. I'll just go back with some of the smaller little areas and fill in some of the larger white space with the smaller fireworks impressions or images, and just really love how simple this process is. This is the A2 double stitched frames die set. I'm going to use the largest die there. I have used the largest die to cut out my panel so that I've got a nice finished edge on that card front panel now. Now I'm taking the second stencil and I'm actually going to go over top of the first inked up layer with some, this is actually some Cosmic Shimmer Glitter Kiss in Sahara Gold Kiss. And this would work the same as if you had your Gina K Glitz gel or any of the pastes that have some glitter in them. This is just the one that I wanted to use just because I thought this really cool kind of gold color, kind of an antique gold, looks really neat with the black for New Year's. And so you can just see I'm just moving the stencil around, just kind of trying to decide which pattern I like best. And I didn't necessarily go with the pattern that is intended to be layered over top of another. I just went with what I thought would look good. And I the different patterns that were my preference kind of thing. And before I do move the stencil around, I do make sure that the first layer or the subsequent layer of this gel is all dried so that I don't smudge it. So there's a little bit of drying time here with this, but it's fine. And I love the detail that you get with this product and with that stencil. Such a cool combination. Now I am going to stamp out one of the sentiments then from that stamp set, or from the New Year Cheer stamp set. So this is now a coordinating stamp set that goes along beautifully with those stencils. And in that New Year Cheers set is, like I said, this sentiment. I've stamped it out with some black ink and I've added a little bit of clear embossing powder over top. Now I'm just going to melt that, and I'm going to use the coordinating die set from New Year Cheers to die cut out the sentiment. So you just see me putting the die over top of that sentiment. I'll tape that down with some low tack tape. I ran that through my Gemini Junior, and there you can see I've got the sentiment for the front of my card. I have added the card panel to an A2 size card base, and I've added the sentiment with a little bit of foam adhesive to the top, and that is going to finish off my card. I hope you enjoyed this today. Make sure you check the description box below to links to the products that I used. Have an amazing day, everybody. Bye-bye.